Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your September 1st to the 10th, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Okay. And if you would like to book, oh, there you guys are right away, a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Wow, this is beautiful so far. Okay. Right. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you are progressing forward in your life, even though there's a sense, especially with your clarifying cards, that you're not doing the right thing, you're not on the right path, you are somehow diminishing everything that you have accomplished and saying, well, I haven't accomplished enough yet. I still have to keep on pushing. And I'm here to tell you that, especially in these 10 days, you are possessing an evolution of spirit that is absolutely beautiful. A bounty of self and love. Okay. Yeah, some of you are falling in love. Some of you are falling in love with yourselves. Moving forward, just really in beauty. You have two major arcana cards here, which are divine cards, which are the cards that highlight the bigger issues that are going to be happening in these 10 days. And then you have the minor arcana, which is saying the littler things, the finer strokes. Okay? Your first card is the King of Cups. You see that right there? And this is symbolizing you, whether you're male or female, it doesn't really matter. What this card is picking up on is your energy. And you are moving forward with this King of Cup energy. You are moving forward believing in yourself, having the divine right, because that's what kings and queens have, the divine right to rule. You have the divine right to rule your life and absolutely take the reins and say, I am moving forward in love, in peace, and in harmony. That is what you are doing. You're letting go of doubts and fears, and you are embracing your own personal bounty, your own personal prosperity. This card is also saying to me here and now that you're seeing things a little bit differently, that you're changing your focus. Especially on these 10 days, change your focus. Focus on what it is that you desire and what it is that you need to live your healthiest, most productive life. And don't sit there and say, oh, Dane, it's going to be me being selfish and nobody's going to understand. That's okay if people think you are being selfish, because you are looking at what it is that you need in order to embrace and live your greatest life. The King of Cups is powerful, strong, but is moving forward in healing, in love, in purity of intention. Your emotions might be raging around you. You might sit there and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? And you might be looking at yourself and thinking that there's something innately flawed with what you want from life, with how you are progressing, and the truths that you are seeking. And this card is saying that there isn't. And I say that things are flawed. You're looking at flaws because of your clarifying cards. Kings do not believe that they are flawed. At least they do not let other people perceive that. And you're going through an evolution of self, from a knight to a king. And what you're finding is that as you start believing in yourself, as you start being kind of your own best friend, because here the yellow is really standing out to me, which is signifying friendship, understanding of yourself, you're going through a transformation. Just like the growth that these two cards here are showing, the Knight and the King, the butterflies here are showing a transformation of self. Kind of a dying away of the old way of doing things and a rebirth of a new. You know, butterflies start off as caterpillars and they crawl along the ground, and now you have wings. Now you're a beautiful butterfly and you can fly. You're getting love, peace, flexibility of mind and spirit, prosperity of home, prosperity, wealth, something you value as much as money. Victory and courage is what's leading you forward. Having this understanding of yourself and having this desire to be more than what you were before, but also to be true to who you are. Listening to your own vibrational understanding and your truth, what resonates true for you. And start to really focus on that. Because there was discord before, again, through the clarifying cards. there's discord that needs to be addressed in order for you to move forward in your light and your love, in your sense of prosperity. Because there's a healing going on. And even for those of you who are falling in love, or rekindling a romance, or finding the reasons that you fell in love with your partner to begin with, it's all happening through a healing of self. Because you're not changing the other person that you're with if you're in a relationship already. You're healing what has happened, what has taken place. And for those of you looking for love, the first place that you're going to start finding love is within yourself. You're going to start seeing and understanding that by boldly embracing who you are, with courage, there is a healing. And the masculine and the feminine aspects of your soul are going to find balance and harmony within each other. And now you're given wings. Right? Now you're given a spring, meaning new beginnings, new understandings. And it's a joy, a sweetness that's coming into your life. Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant. Whether you are looking for, love, or you're looking to love yourself, you're finding it. And it's giving you peace. And it's not going to be that kind of kick you in the teeth kind of love, that, not negatively, but just that overpowering, awing desire to be with a person. This is going to be something slower, something gentler, something kinder, something that has the ability to last through time. So don't give up on you, Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant, because the Two of Cups is the minor arcana lover's card, at least for me. And it's saying that you are finding this healing, beautiful love. But if you don't look at the blessings that are coming into your life, and you don't start saying, you know what, this is how I want to live my life, this is who I want to be, and it doesn't matter if anybody understands it, as long as you're moving forward in light and love, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you're going to start following your bliss, your joy, your understanding. And that's leading to a healing of self and allowing love to come into your life. Especially if there has been a time when, you've been betrayed by people in the past, be it romantic lovers or, people you work with or anything like that, any type of relationship whatsoever. And you've kind of wanted to hold yourself back. Well now, especially with this Justice card here, the cards are saying it's time to stop stepping back. Stop thinking that you're not worthy of any aspect of prosperity, any aspect of healing and moving forward in the love and the abundance that the universe is offering you at this time. And now with the Justice card, you're cutting those ties, those fears, and you're sitting there and you're saying, this is how I want to move forward. This is what I want to be. This is my peace, this is my understanding, and this is my justice. Letting go of the past and balancing your future with prosperity, with understanding, with bounty right at your center. Follow the wisdom that is coming to you, especially at night, especially when you quiet your mind, those moments before you go to sleep. But it could also say for some of you that you are seeking counsel from somebody who's a professional, somebody who knows what they're doing. And that insight, that wisdom, is going to help you move forward in healing and in love. But this is cutting the ties of the past and saying, I am moving forward in justice for myself. I am looking at the facts of what I need in order to embrace my fullest life, my greatest joy, and my greatest happiness. And now it is time to be just and fair to me. Not just and fair to everybody else, because it's almost as if the need here for love for especially yourself is so great because you're always taking on more and more. Putting more burdens on yourself. Feeling as if you have to try just that bit harder in order to succeed and achieve. And you're not seeing the success that you have. You're not being just and fair to yourself to let this love, this glory, this bounty come into your life. And there's something that's going to happen in these 10 days, whether it be large or whether it be small, that is going to move you forward in prosperity, that's going to get you closer to what it is that you desire. Could even be, getting that promotion, having that workspace that you love, finding that way to balance your life, work and home life, achieving and actually being satisfied as you're moving forward. With the Knight of Cups, you are moving forward in healing, beautiful life. Well, yes, and love. This is a sense of understanding, but this is also a sense of vitality. There's wisdom here with the King, but there's vitality, having to prove yourself with the Knight. Knights aren't made to sit still. They're made to go out and achieve and succeed and prove themselves, improve their power and prowess. You have your armor on. You know the darker side of human nature. You're definitely well aware that people aren't always going to approve of you, aren't always going to approve of your choices and what you've done. But you still have to keep on resonating with your soul and keep on listening to that little kind of Jiminy Cricket voice inside of you that is saying, this is what you need to do. And being kinder to yourself, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Know that the way you speak to yourself, the power of your thoughts and your actions towards you are absolutely amazing, have amazing impact on your life. What it is most of us, most human beings, talk to themselves in a way that we would never talk to strangers. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you're being told here that as you move forward, as you have your armor on, as you stumble, as you get back up, as you're finding and embracing your evolution of self, you're going from a knight to having to defend yourself to a king, being confident and secure within yourself. You have to speak kindly to yourself along the way. Have that love and that healing, not just going to outside sources, but also going to yourself. Sitting there and saying, you know what, I am worth respect, and the first person that is going to respect me is me. So I'm going to stop saying things that if I heard a stranger say to somebody, I'd go, wow, what a cruel, terrible person. Now you are embracing talking to yourself with dignity and respect. And embracing your desire to move forward in life, to achieve your goals, to achieve that success. You could even be trying to become master is a hard word, like just become elevated in your career, kind of a master of what you do. Somebody who is very strong, very powerful. And you could sit there and you could have such high dreams. You have such high dreams for yourself, so Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Whether this be in your work, whether this be in your home, but you set such high expectations of yourself that you don't sit there and find that balance, find that way to celebrate what you have achieved. You're always on to the next thing, which is great. That's what's going to keep you elevating, keep you moving forward. You need that challenge. You need that sense of accomplishment in your life. But don't keep on putting yourself down. Don't not see all the great things that you are achieving, because by focusing on what you still have to do, you're letting go of all the blessings that are coming in. Because it's kind of like having blinders on. It's kind of like a horse. They have blinders on so they can't get distracted. It's having blinders on, and when you have the blinders on, you're not going to see the blessings that are coming in. Your next card is the Temperance card. Balance, understanding. Finding that harmony within yourself. And I love that this card here, this Temperance card, is under the water. So it has even greater significance for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because you are a water sign. Here, this is being saturated with your essence, with your understanding, with your emotions. And that's where your heart lies. You can't be swayed as easily. You're not swayed by facts and logic and everything like that. It helps you make your decision, but you're going to go with your instincts. And here, you are embracing yourself, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And you are going deeper and deeper into what it is that you desire, what it is that you want. And the angels are guiding you, even if you feel as if they're not. But you're finding that balance within your life. Finding that balance between whatever is kind of warring within yourself. It could be that balance between work and home. Having that sense of having a completed life. It could be your balance within the home. It could be your balance within work. It's just saying here, and this is a general reading, so there's many of you watching. This is saying that you are finding that balance and that abundance within yourself. And you're sitting there and you're saying, okay, I have to do what's right for me. I have to know where my excellence lies and where I need improvements. But I can't only focus on one or the other and not do what I need to do in order to succeed in life, in order to succeed within your soul's elevation. So you are looking at things and you're finding that balance within yourself. You're finding a way to be in the spiritual realm, to know what you spiritually need, and know what you need on the earthly realm in order to survive, in order to thrive. And you are going deeper and deeper within yourself, finding that bounty, finding that beauty. And this is actually moving you forward in a way that is wonderful. Because as you find that balance, you sit there and you go, okay, I got it. And you move forward. Now your clarifying cards, which have kind of set the tone for this whole entire reading. You have this beautifully positive reading here. And then you have these clarifying cards of the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, which is saying that there's struggle here. There's struggle, there's sorrow. And you're looking at things and thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? You feel out in the cold. There could be something significant that you are trying to achieve. There could be something small that you are trying to achieve. But it really feels insurmountable. It really feels as if, wow, I'm never going to get there. I'm just going to keep on wandering, and I'm just going to feel lost and overwhelmed and so upset with myself for not being where I want to be. And I don't know if this is in work, if this is in your love life, where this lies. But there's a sense of you needing to pull back and start really appreciating yourself for what you are achieving, what you are succeeding. Having this bounty, having this goodness come into your life. Moving you forward, elevating your soul. Know your angels are right there alongside you. This could also signify friends and family who have your back. But if you're feeling as if you are just kind of lost, a little bit lost, or there are just moments in these 10 days where you kind of feel overwhelmed and it kind of weepy, as if you just want to cry, as if you just want to say, you know what, enough. I can't handle it anymore. I'm trying so hard. What more can I give? What more can I do to succeed? Know that the divine, the universe, has your back. And know that this time of struggle, this time of seeing and feeling overwhelmed, only looking at your sorrows, here you are looking at the Three of Cups. You're looking at every time you were betrayed, every time you were hurt, every time it didn't go right. And you're not turning around and looking at the Two of Cups that is right behind you. That love, that peace, that joy, that understanding, that coming and being one with your soul, one with yourself. Because focusing on the sorrow and feeling completely overwhelmed, this can take away your whole entire 10 days. It could become, just a struggle to get out of bed, just a struggle to keep on going. And it's feeling a weight upon you. But what I'm here to tell you is that that weight is getting overcome, because this is a challenge that you are accepting. You're sitting there and saying, you know what? I am not my failures. I am my love. I am my joy. I am my happiness. I am not alone. My angels are right beside me. My faith, it doesn't have to be dogmatic faith. It could be whatever faith you have. The universe, it has my back. I know that I am moving forward in elevation of self, in pride of self, and in glory in my being. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're sitting here and realizing in these 10 days, is that every single struggle, every single hardship that you have been through has actually made you stronger and better than ever before. It's also given you a sense of compassion that you might not have had. A sense of being able to relate to those around you, or just to people in general that might have been lost before. Or, you didn't experience it, so you couldn't feel for them. Looking at the challenges and the disappointments, not as curses, not as you being unlucky or you not being able to do anything right, but as kind of blessings that have sat there and showed you what you want, what you don't want, where you're going, where you're not going. Because the only way that we as human beings realize who we are is realizing what we're not. You're never out in the cold. Divinity is right behind you. The universe is right behind you. Your angels are right there with you. It might feel like this is going on forever, but this is saying that there's an end in sight because you're moving forward, okay? You're moving forward and you're falling into love with yourself, with somebody, and that is bringing a sense of justice. You're sitting there and saying, you know what? This is what I want from life. So you have the Knight of Cups here, moving forward, finding that sense of balance within yourself, having your armor on. You know what disappointment is. You know what pain is. So when people say, oh, you don't understand, no, you understand too much. You're looking at it too deeply. You have to step back a little bit, not expecting so much from yourself, not expecting perfection. Because the only thing about perfection that needs to be known is that it can never be achieved. There's always going to be learning. There's always going to be understanding. And you're on this journey. And you're finding love within yourself, but you're also finding love for those of you who are seeking it with somebody else. Moving forward in courage and understanding, finding that bounty and beauty of self, falling in love with yourself or falling in love with a partner, really realizing the joys and the happinesses that might have been overshadowed. Sitting there and saying, you know what? I'm cutting the ties of negative people, of people who aren't understanding me, of past situations that I'm having play over like a movie reel in my head over and over again that are showing me the times that I failed. They're not playing over and over in your head all the times that you have succeeded. Start changing the reel. Start focusing on what you're doing right, not on what you're not achieving, because you have more blessings coming into your life than you have anticipated. And you're sitting there finding balance within yourself, saying spiritually and cognitively, this is what I need. Having your feet planted on the earthly realm, but also having your feet firmly planted in the spiritual realm, saying, I am being true to myself. I need water and I need earth in order to survive. I need abundance of self, purity of intention, purity of spirit. And by purity, I just mean you being true to yourself, not doing everything right and living like a saint, but doing everything in your power to live your best life, to have the kind of vibrations, the understanding, and I know it sounds kind of hippy-dippy, that you're putting out into the universe, being positive, being beautiful, and having your blessings come in. Again, the angels are right there with you as you're on this journey. And this journey, as you find this balance, moves you from being a defender of what it is that you want to being an owner of what you want from life. It's not having to fight. You're still defending. Kings still defend, but they also rule. You're becoming the ruler of your own life. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're becoming the ruler of what you want and where you're going. Whereas before, you were always fighting for people to understand, fighting to understand the justice within yourself, for people to understand the justice within you. And now you're letting that go. And you're having love and healing be center and paramount to your existence. You're moving forward with divine right to embrace the bounty and the love that is coming into your life, feeling a sense of balance, feeling a sense as if the weight has been lifted off your shoulders. And you are going to achieve and you are going to succeed in a way that is remarkably beautiful. And in a way that brings you such joy and such elevation of self. And now this doesn't all have to happen in 10 days, okay? But you're on that path and you're moving forward. No longer sitting there looking constantly, especially late at night. I keep on seeing that here. Late at night is a time where you usually sit there and you go over everything that you should have done different, everything there where you should have succeeded better, you should have done better, and you're being too hard on yourself, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Find that balance. Find that joy. Because you're moving forward in love and in healing. Have your armor on against the people and the naysayers, the people that are going to kind of be against you as you start vibrating at a higher frequency and as you start letting this love and this joy into your life. But it's actually going to bring you to a place where you feel the happiest that you have ever felt, where you feel a sense of joy, a sense of peace, and a sense of accomplishment. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. It was my pleasure to bring this reading to you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.